Hey everybody. I know I just shot an episode yesterday, but the fact of the matter is well, one thing, it's rainy outside. Okay? When it's poopy outside, I tend to almost not have anything really going on. But then I got this really weird bit of news within the last hour. Hot cup of coffee this time. That one of my favorites in the wrestling world is dead. Yeah, I know. You'd be thinking here going, well, why the heck are you making a little episode about this one? Well, you know, a lot of you people that know me know that I actually like wrestling. I do. I like it probably almost as much as music. Yes, I know wrestling scripted. Yes, I know that. I've known that since I watched it back in 1984. That's when I started watching wrestling. Back when the WWE was WWF, which was WWWF, around that time. So I've actually watched that one. I watched WCW, AWA out of Minnesota. I used to watch all that stuff. But I gotta tell you, seriously, there's been a lot of wrestling deaths, obviously, in the last 10 years that I can remember. But today kind of got me a little bit. I know it's kind of weird, but in case you haven't heard in the news, Randy Macho Man Savage died. I think it was earlier today or late last night. I'm still trying to get the details on this. 58 years old he was. He had a heart attack, I'm told, while he was driving his car, I think it was. And unfortunately, the car hit a tree, and his wife was in the car, but I guess she made it through with just some scrapes and cuts. But, Macho Man's a character. I'm a character, okay? I'm a character in the real world. Macho Man was a character in wrestling. He went over the top. I guess from what I heard, he could also be over the top in real life, too. But, I mean, my top two wrestlers that I simply loved, at least in the WWF days, would have been Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage. Seeing him in those Slim Jim commercials, just made me crack up every damn time. I think the only few things that he had missteps in was that CD he did. I heard one song about that, and if most of you people don't know what I'm talking about, I think it was in the early 2000s. He made a I don't know if it was a rap CD or a hard rock CD. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I only saw one song from that, and I just remember him like, no, stick to your day job. But the other thing is that he was really easy to imitate. In fact, a few of you people out there know that he was one of the few wrestlers that I could imitate. 'Cause brother, he always talked like this. And he always had to have those crazy glasses and the whole outfit and the shebang. And Miss Elizabeth, remember Miss Elizabeth? Yeah, she's gone too. She's dead too. They say drug overdose for her. Some people said, and I'm not slandering here, but some people said Lex Luger had some involvement. I never met Lex Luger, never heard the side of the story, but so needless to say, me and Miss Elizabeth, she'd always be walking to the ring with me, and I'd be doing the Macho Madness all over anybody. So I could do those things. I used to also do this little imitation where, of course, Macho Man, he'd be in his late 60s, which of course he's not going to be now. He died at the age of 58. But he'd be sitting here and he'd be like, you see like in a Walmart commercial, because I work for Walmart in case you guys haven't figured that out. But I could see him, dressed up in Walmart blue and khakis, and you just see a badge that says Macho Man on it, right? And you just hear the little commercial, and he's like, yeah, I'm Randy Macho Man Savage. I was a big wrestler in the early 80s, the 90s, and in the double O's, but I had one too many knee injuries and back injuries, and well,
The pension plan here for wrestling isn't that good, brother. And so Walmart took me, of all things, and I'm a people greeter now.
And then you'd see him like go off and wave to people and go,
hello there, brother. Welcome to Walmart.
or if somebody really was like trying to steal something, or like you had an obnoxious burly customer, he could go off and go,
listen here now, I think you better cut the shit out, or I'm gonna have to hit you like this with a forearm.
now I know, silly, right? But I could see that. And then the other thing is a lot of you people out there don't know that, like I said, I work for Walmart, and I'm fine with what I do there, but that's not my career. I've got a bunch of things going in the a lot of, what do you call it, irons in the fire, so to speak. And one of them is I started in about 2005, I want to say. I started writing a show. It just came to me one day. These characters came to me over like a 2-day period. Total parody, okay? Total parody. And the thing is I'm not going to mention the name of the show because I still would like to develop this. I will tell you, though, that I have 20 complete entire scripts for this, what I would call an R-rated cartoon. That's what I want. I would love to see this thing on Adult Swim. I think it would work. It's obnoxious enough. It's like a cross between South Park obnoxious, Family Guy obnoxious, but yet every episode, you couldn't miss an episode in this, though, because it moves forward, okay, in a timeline. So where I'm going on this is that I had a character who, like I said, forgive me, but I'm not going to mention the name here on this, but he was one of those wrestlers that had 1,000 holds, 1,000 moves. This guy could do almost anything. He was like an encyclopedia of wrestling. Well, originally, the voice part, I wrote it for Macho Man because that's who I wanted to do the voice. The character wasn't there every week, but he was there maybe one in every 3 to 4 episodes. And that would have been my dream, is actually, if anybody, to do a voiceover, I would have wanted to have him in this character. And, well, guess what? Obviously, he's passed. I miss him. I miss him already. He doesn't even know who the hell I am. He doesn't. But I miss him anyway. He was like to me a crazy uncle. That's what. Crazy talented uncle, I suppose. That I don't know. He was good in pop culture. What can I tell you? He was good at what the hell he did. He was good at the overtop theatrics. So here's the thing. Either the plan B now for my show, if I ever get this thing off the ground, is I'm going to have to do the Macho Man parts.
Because I can't see anybody else doing it. And, what do you think about it, Hulkster? Well, listen here, brother. Me and my 24-inch pythons. Take your vitamins, take your steroids, do your prayers, and Hulkamania will run wild after the Macho Madness. That's what I say, brother.
So, I'll just have to do the voiceovers myself. I'll work on them a little better. Or, I don't know, believe it or not, I talk to people like Mick Foley, $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, who else have I talked to? Rikishi. Because I've met a bunch of these people, seriously, and I've put most of the pictures up on Facebook. And they've all been willing, at one point or another, when I at least get semi-serious, that all of them hopefully will still be able to take over an episode each, because I still want it to be wrestling related. So, like I said, I'm sorry for this little rant. I'm going to call this episode 5A. And just like I said, I'm going to miss Macho Man. He was pretty cool. So, till then,
everybody take care, brother, and snap into a Slim Jim. Oh, yeah!
See you guys hopefully next week. Take care.